I'm a little stuck here. And trying to get from this screen to my there we go. I was stuck in full view and I couldn't remember how to do that or get out of it. Well, I'm going to be drawing on my Tacoma Artist Initiative project again. And I'm going to be doing some more coloring. So I'm going to start my screen sharing now. Just need to hit some buttons. And we're off to the races. Oh, what happened here? That does not look good. So what I'm doing is, yesterday I said I was going to go in and do this at quadrants. Well, that just wasn't working for me. I found that it was just it was slowing down my process way too much. I tend to enjoy selecting one color and then going around and filling up that color as quickly as possible. And you do that by just clicking on things like this. So I decide, go with my instincts and just click on things like I normally do. This gal's outfit is all white. I could probably draw it as something else, but because it was all white to begin with, I do want it to be all white again. I'm just going to add in some big swashes of blue. I might add in the that. I might in or do the gray shadowing on it first and then do the blue, because I want to have the gray shadowing take up as much of this, when you're doing shadowing, sometimes I want that shadowing to include, I need to form my sentence better, make something coherent. When I draw something, I will often like to highlight it, not just with a tint or a tone, but with another color, in either as a shadow or as a highlight. And then what I'll do is have my shadow or highlight go over the top of that. And it's a judgment call whether or not that will be more or less than what I've done in other elements. Well, of course, those words barely made any sense either. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's a bit of a judgment call. As is noticing at this point in the game, at the bottom of this dress, was not properly delineated with a black line. There should be a little ruffly line rather than a straight line down here. So I'm going to have to go back in and fix that. Let's see. Things you notice when you work on stuff. My friend Doug Mackey. I hope he doesn't mind how I have him drawn. Here's my friend Nori Kimura. And looking, see if there's any more white elements. That I want to include. Actually, I'm going to go in and make that a different color. And make that a light, I'm going to take this brown color and I'm going to lighten it up. That works. Just make it a little different. You'll notice that the grid lines are popping up. Yeah, I want to change the skin tone just a little bit. It's still too dark. It needs to be a little bit more like his wife's. Yeah, I'll take her skin tone and darken it. Just a touch. That's it. That's the color I wanted. Now take Haley's skin tone. And I'm going to lighten it up just a bit for her painting. Oh, I can also use it for my friend Michael. He doesn't have a skin tone yet. And I'm going to lighten it a bit more. For my friend Lance. So that skin tone is more for matches Lance's Tom Llewellyn's skin tone a little bit more. I need to make his just a touch lighter and more yellow. I could probably make that lighter yet. There we go. You'll notice that I have the background on. And the reason for that was I was putting in white and I wanted to make sure I could see where the white went into this image. Like, it's very easy for me to see that I missed this dog's eyes. Now I'm looking to see if I missed any sections of sidewalk here. And I have on some of these steps. I'm going to have to come back to these. I should probably take a look on my Facebook page to see if anyone's watching and to respond to any comments that are coming in. Oh, Stan was asking us why I don't do each individual in color in their own separate files and then flatten them and then add them to the master, then flatten that. Yeah, well, Stan, it's just too damn labor intensive. You know how lazy I am. And John Draper was asking why these were all in black. Well, let me go ahead and change the background for you. But yeah, I was basically using it's easier to see when you're filling in white with a black background or even with light gray. Yeah, and Stan, I did fix Nori's face so he doesn't look like the Joker. Boy, I've got 3 people watching me live right now. That's amazing. Go ahead and do a little clean up on those dots. Oh, look how messy that hat is. So I'm going to go into my unlock my line layer and clean up these little stray lines that are on these hats. There we go. There we go. And there was also some stray lines happening. Where were the stray lines? There's one on my friend Stan. Oh, look at that. I didn't color Stan's teeth, or just double check on that. First thing I'm going to do is relock this layer so I'm not drawing on the right layer. And oh yeah, Stan needs to have some white eyes. go, Stan. And I'm going to also that's not quite what I wanted. Got a little bit of skin showing around his beard. I got a pink that I'm using for mouths. Here we go. Oh, Stan says this seems more labor intensive to him. Well, I guess everybody has their own methodology for doing stuff. Friend Doug Mackey. White, white, white. Are there any more white things? Yes, there's this window was white. Funny thing I was noticing about using Procreate is that when you click the feature to refill again with color, you'll keep doing that until you have to click on the little pen tool up here to change that if you want to break away from it. Dang it, there we go, more white. And I've been using a different type of red for lips. Now I have Lucky here drawn as red, but it should actually be blue because the real illustration is blue. But at the time, I drew it in red because I had my I was using my blue. I draw with the blue pen. I have some photo references that I may have to go back to and refer to when it comes to some of these elements. Like, I know these guys showed up in white outfits, but I got a lot of white happening here, and I might have to just change the color of those hazmat suits to something else. Give the soles of Chris Cruz's shoes. By the way, here's pretty much the finished Sonics guy. I'm going to wait to put in his pupils. And here's a finished James Stowe. How you like that? That's his T-shirt with a flying monkey on it that he designed for the claw. And here's Mark Brill. I should probably whoop. Oh, I'll go back. Need to draw him up a little bit. I love the coloring phase. It goes when you have things figured out ahead of time. It goes so quickly. You just cover broad areas. Yeah. Once again, 2 areas where the line isn't, where the black is messed up. I can't believe I've got people watching me drawing. It's always so nice. So Stan Brown posted a wonderful little cartoon. Oops, I did it. I colored on my line layer, which is a big no-no. Eventually you're going to flatten things out, but when I have your line layer, actually figured out. I think one of the reasons, Stan, that I decided to go in and color it like this, to get the gratification of doing big swatches of color fills and actually see a large amount of progress being made on it. Okay, obviously I need to do more skin tones because there's a bunch of people over here without skin. Look at all the people without skin. It's and once again, you see where I'm missing the black line. There should be a little black line right in there. So I'll just quickly, there should be a line. I'm going to make the skin tone lighter. speaker. Lighter yet, more light. Ooh, that is too pink. There we go. Cover her fingers. Oops. She was actually wearing stuff on the lower part of her arms. So I need to go back in and erase that line. Things that you remember that other people have long since forgotten. Let's see. I've got another person here. I'm looking for people to color with this skin tone. Yeah. This is Miss Darcy. Don't know if I did a very good caricature of her. Well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Remember, there's some dye up here. Color those real quick. Let's see, we still got a few more people to color up. I'm gonna grab Lonnie's skin tone, make it a little darker, and use it for this guy. And give it a bit of a more red tinge. Use it for this gal. Now I need to go back in and fix some of the lines. Let's see, where were some of the line problems I was seeing? Ah, yes, over here, I had some line issues. This big dress. Those line issues are right here. So what I'll do is unlock my reference layer again. drastically got some of these black lines that don't need to be here. And then we'll just make them a little thicker. Now in my head, I know where all these lines are supposed to go. And you would think I would have seen them all. When I was coloring before. Somehow I missed them. Imagine that, all this busy work and I missed some lines. There should be a little line right here. And that. Okay. Locking that again, going back down and adding in some of that color. Going back up to this person, let's concentrate on her for a while. Stan, I'm sure, would appreciate me not zooming in and out. There are the borders of that white dress. And I should probably fix it up over here as well. There should be some little ruffle lines right along here. So I'll go back to the black layer. Make sure I'm on the right layer. And perfect. Yes, 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 yes. I am liking that. Okay. Lock that up again. Select my white. Go to the appropriate layer. Perfect. Okay, now I can continue on coloring with the gray. This next little bit of gray, I need to take this element and darken it. Just drag that down. That should be enough. I'm going to take a little bit of the blue out of it. Don't think that's dark enough. Let's try this again. Start with this color. Maybe if I go in and look at it like this. That's it. That's the color I wanted. Okay. These are making up the shadows of the steps. They do go everywhere. Just filling them in, filling them in. Having lots of fun. Once I fill in all these stairs, I think I'll make a point of saving my file one more time. And sticklers will notice that Nori is standing on a shadow rather than on a stair. So I'm not going to fix that. I'm going to let that be. I have a bunch of stairs over on this side. And I need to track to see where those come in. But I'll get to that later. I'll be coming back and double checking on some of my photo references for things like this statue. Yeah, but make sure I have basic coloring done correctly. I'm having so much fun with this. Like this is a book that my friend Russ Richards did. And I want to make sure that I got the cover color right. Little things. Let's see. I need to come up with a good black that's not quite black. Because my friend Michael he did this t-shirt design. I may have to go back in and double check the color on this. It's pretty much just a glow in the head, dark alien head that he has on a t-shirt. And I thought that'd be funny to include that design in this. Now I'm looking at those two little smooshes and I'm trying to decide if those are occurring on the black layer or not. So I'm going back up to the black layer. Let's see if an eraser is not taking care of them on the black layer. So let's go in. Ah, they were on the gray layer. So what color to make this other than black? I think what I'll do is make it, or start with this blue color. And then just make this blue really dark. That's good. We'll go with that. Oop. But not have it on the on the gray layer. I really do need to get in the habit of locking these layers. Linda Nino's sweater is also one of those things which has a lot of black between the sections. Oops. Now, as I said yesterday, these colors will print much darker. When you're looking at a computer screen, you are in fact looking at a light source. Hmm. This is a drawing of Adam Manley. Or rather, he was using this persona of Adam the alien and was drawing himself as this weird little alien guy. So I thought I'd include him in the drawing around by the UFO. I want Tom to blend into the background, so I'll put a blue shirt on. Give him some blue jeans. Yeah, I might switch him over to khakis. I'll come back to him. See what this illustration looks like later. I go with some slightly darker blue pants for Michael. There we go. Those look like some nice Levi colors. Oh, I forgot to give my friend Lawrence skin tone. Let's make him the same skin tone as Chris Cruz. Here we go, Lauren. I'm definitely going to have to make those guys some other color. Haven't figured out what yet. Got a lot of white happening in this illustration. I'm gonna have to fix that. I like the wood color of this chair. But I don't want it to get confused with the easel, so I'm just going to darken it up a little bit and then bring it over. No, I want it to look more walnutty than that. There we go. That's more of a walnut color. Is there anything else wooden in this image? Lots of wood. these. One. Yeah, I accidentally recolored Lonnie's arm green. We'll have to fix that. Sorry, Lonnie. Give me a moment. I will fix that. There we go. Little fixes to make. This is a pretty good stopping point. It's almost noon. It's time for me to get on to other illustrations. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Come on, stop share. Looks like I'm having, I can't tell whether or not I've stopped sharing or what. There we go. I have stopped sharing. Well, I'll be doing some more coloring tomorrow. So thanks again for everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you later. I thought I ended this.